નમસ્કાર દર્શક મિત્રો, આઈસીટી કફોઈ ચેનલમાં કૃપેશજી નાયક આપ સર્વનું હાર્દિક સ્વાગત કરે છે. શિક્ષણમાં ટેકનોલોજીના સમન્વય સાથે આજે આપણે આ વિડીયોની અંદર ચેપ્ટર 3 ગુજરાત માધ્યમિક શિક્ષણ બોર્ડ અને ધોરણ 12નું મની એન્ડ ઇન્ફ્લેશનની ચર્ચા કરશું. લાસ્ટ વિડીયોમાં આપણે મની અને ઇન્ફ્લેશન એટલે કે નાણું અને ફુગાવાની ગુજરાતી માધ્યમના વિદ્યાર્થીઓ માટે ચર્ચા કરી. આજે આ જ પ્રકરણ આપણે ઇંગ્લિશ મીડિયમના વિદ્યાર્થીઓ માટે ચર્ચામાં લઈશું. તો this video is for standard 12 chapter 3 money and inflation for English medium student. Please comment your query or any problem in comment box. Install this app ICT Go for you and you will get the taste of this chapter. So let's start next chapter, chapter number 3, money and inflation. I am heartily thankful those who are already subscribed this channel and those who are new viewers. Please cooperate and install app as well as subscribe this channel so that you can easily get the notification of every updates. Now let's start third chapter, money and inflation. In this chapter we will discuss about money of barter system, limitations of barter system, origin and development of concept of money, meaning of money and function of money, types of money. Then second portion of this chapter is meaning of inflation, definition of inflation, characteristics of inflation, and what are the reason of the inflation. So now start our chapter money and inflation with the introduction. Money is the center of all economic activity. Those who have money that do anything in economy, they want any commodities or services they can easily buy from the economy. Money is not only the medium of exchange but it is also used as store value. People save money for the future modes. Human wants are unlimited. A person cannot satisfy all wants at the same time, same period. In future, the demand will be changed, desire will be changed. According to this, if they have money, they can easily fulfill their demand. In ancient time, human beings used to satisfy their wants by exchanging goods and services among themselves. Such system of exchange of satisfying wants is called barter system. Now, what is the barter system? Recent past, there is no invention of money. People satisfied their needs with the help of some of the commodity against commodity, service against commodity. So meaning of barter system is very important. Barter system is a system of exchange where goods or services are directly exchanged for the goods for service without using the medium of exchange such as money. Limitations of the barter system are also there. Nowadays, earlier years individual lived a simple everyday life, had no needs, carried out agriculture exchange of goods and services which was sufficient for their sustenance. For example, a farmer cultivating wheat would store the required stocks and would exchange the remaining where to get rice, clothes or shoes. Similarly, the shoes maker would get clothes and food by exchanging the shoe he made. Teacher used to get food in exchange of the knowledge, and artist would be the utilized for their entertaining arts. Increasing population, knowledge, socio-economy, developing, increase in the reforms, change in the demand, making them more specific, industrialization, urbanization, globalization, division of labor, and the specialization made the barter system limited and less applicable. So in section D, students have to give the main questions of this chapter is what are the limitations of barter system. In section D or section C, you have been asking 3 or 2 marks. So first is problem of mutual adjustment of wants. Second, money as a difficulty in storing of value. Problem measuring of the value. So first is problem of mutual adjustment of wants. With socio-economic development, the needs of the human being increase, and so the economic structure which was simpler in the earlier times became more complicated. Now those who had rights to exchange for wheat did not need wheat but clothes under barter, while other hands one who had clothes did not want to rice but wanted ghee in exchange of their clothes. Thus, the mutual understanding are very important in recent past, but when the industrialization and globalization take place, we want ghee, but they don't want to sell ghee. They want to sell their any commodities like rice or whatever, sugarcane, whatever. So mutual understanding is not possible nowadays. So difficulty is there in establishment of other goods and services barter, possibly making a challenge to establish a barter between the individual and divisible goods. Second is difficulty in storage value. There was an increasing problem in the storage value. Here value means exchange value. A farmer may exchange wheat for a pair of shoes or clothes, but when productivity rises, here he produce more wheat, there arises a problem of storage. Those who are perishable commodity, in short time it will be spoiled, and some of the foods are and goods are not stored in long time. Now recent period we can find so many warehouses, some cold storage warehouses are there, but in recent past this type of facility is not there. So the value of the exchange are not fulfill all the requirement of the farmer or trader. When an individual produce on large scale, though once on efforts, she or he had to exchange the produce instantly for other goods and services. It was otherwise difficulty to store the surplus goods in the exchange are not possible in the future. Why? Because the exchangeable value and the storable value are totally spoiled, and in some condition, if the trader want to trade their commodity with other, the value of the goods are not qualitatively. So the difficulty in storage value. Now problem of the measurement of the value. With the introduction of the division of labor and a specialization in the industry driven economy, the issue of measuring the value of goods and services emerged. Exchange wheat for rice was similar, but now large number of goods balance available for exchange against wheat, and hence it become difficult to determine the maintain the exchange value of wheat. If 20 kg of the wheat is equal to 40 kg of rice, 10 meters of textile and 1 kg ghee. In the modern structure, the questions of measurement arise. How much of the textile can exchange for 1 kg ghee, or how much of the rice can exchange for 1 kg ghee? It becomes very difficult to determine the measuring rod is very important. So these three limitations are very important. With the help of these limitations, government and economy want to some invent of the money like coin or paper or agriculture animal money. So evolution of the money are there. So next point is origin and development of the concept of money. In order to simplify the procedure of the exchange and introduce the universally acceptable medium which satisfied the store of the functions under the barter system, commodities and animals were used as a medium of exchange in India. Agriculture being in the major sector of the economy, there was a large production of the crops, of which the required stock stored. Rest of the crops were sold to buy animals. When required, the animals could also be sold to get goods, services, or even the crops is returned. In this way, animals like horse, cow and the buffalo become the means of exchange value for the money. It is called animal money. The use of animal as standard measure and the common medium of trade also become a limitations and cause difficulties. Animals are mortal, they get sick, die. Therefore, the storage of the wealth in terms of value of money in forms of animals was not advisable. Thus, value of mineral stones were used instead of animal. At the onset of the imperial of use of coin stones, that they were used as a limited societies and regions. Democracy and industrialization inspired the needs of the modern money as a means of the exchange. By the support of central government, the money became widely accepted as a means of exchange of goods and services. Money also succeeded in overcoming the limitations of the storage of the value of for the money. The advent of the banking system made the easier and the transfer and storage of the money. Now, meaning of money and functions of money. According to Marshall, money is that medium which is used as a means of exchange without any doubt or investigation, regardless of times or place. When we use any commodity for the trading of service or exchange of goods and whatever we require, if there is a doubt, it is not possible to exchange our commodity. So first condition is exchange without doubt and without any investigation, regardless time or place, whatever the time, whatever the place, if the money is extractable without any doubt for any traders or any exchange person, it is quality of money. So Marshall said that money is that medium which is used to mean of exchange without any doubt, while Robertson defined money as a what is acceptable universally in exchange of goods and service. Universally those commodities are accepted, it is called money. So as per Professor Krauser, money is what money does, that is the work, what of the commodity is there. If any commodity do the work, do the function as like as money, exchange quality, their storage value quality, their measuring rod, if any commodity, those who are work as a money, it is called money. So Robertson also say that what is the accepted universally in exchange of goods and services, it is called money. In sense, the function is very important to understand the definition of money. The first is money as a medium of exchange, money as a store value, money as a measure of value. So money as a medium of exchange we discuss in deeply, very important question for section D or section C in 3 marks or 2 marks in standard 12 board exam. So money as a medium of exchange, the most important functions of money is act as a medium of exchange and trade. It removes the limitations of the lack of double coincidences of the bonds and make exchange easier. The farmer can get money in exchange of wheat, and then form of money he can buy clothes and rice and bees and whatever. An individual can spend money to satisfy his present demand as well as its future demands also. So it is qualitatively money as a medium of the exchange of money. So whatever we want, we can buy any commodity and any service in terms of money. So medium of exchange is very important. Second, money as a store value. Another functions of the money is a store value. If a person produce goods and services in exchange of other goods and services, but saving wealth for future needs of goods and service was difficult before the use of money as a means of exchange, animal were mortal, and the long-term saving of the value was not possible using them. This made money is more successful means of storage value in terms of time. It is easy to have money as a store value. It is become possible to get money in exchange of crops and save the money for the future needs to buy goods and services. Another advantages of the using money was that it could be used as a standard of deferred payment. These characteristics of the money become the important basis of the entire system of credit. If we get some of the credit from other trader, then we will after 2 months, 3 months we will pay. It is a one type of deferred payment. So it is possible due to money, higher purchase, installment payment. Those who have not 100% money in their pocket and they want to buy some property or some asset, they give the EMI and then installment will be start. Why? Because the money have quality of store value. After 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, the money will be repaid in terms of installment. So it is a good, important and very useful function of money as a store value. Now money as a measure of value. Money plays an important role, a measure of value. In barter system, it was difficult to remember the exchange rates of and the value of each goods and services. For 20 kg of the wheat equal to how much kg of rice, equal to how much meters of cloth, equal to how much kg of ghee. While on the other hand, money makes this all very easy, allowing the value of the different goods and services. We can find out the textbook of economics 33 rupees, digest 55, 40, 50, then your pencils and box and bags and your fees are also in terms of measuring role. So money in terms of measuring value role, it is very, very important. Now types of money. Since the times of barter system, animal or precious stones were used as a means of exchange and goods and store of value. Thereafter metal coins come into existence, which were followed by the government regulated notes and currency coins. There is succeeded by the banking system. Nowadays we can easily use the credit card, debit card, e-banking, e-wallet, Paytm, PhonePe, Google Pay. These are the mode of the latest technology of types of money. Even there are commodity money, animal money, metal money, paper money, plastic money, and banking money. Banking money, that is called invisible, that is online and money. Now after this comparison, we are going to start second part of this chapter, that is called inflation. In the simple sense, inflation means the rise in the general price level. Generally, people consider inflation to be rise in the price of goods and services, but economy gives clear meaning of the inflation in detail, as per some of the economists give their view on the definition of the inflation. According to AP Learner said, a situation of the excess demand over the supply of goods is called inflation. If the supply is more than demand, in the short term of the AP Learner said that if the demand is more than supply, it is called inflation. As per SE-PIGU, according to SE-PIGU, inflation is said to be occur when the monetary income rises faster than real income. If the monetary income is rises faster than real income, now monetary income in sense of per capita income, if we got some of the bonus or some of the increment in our salary or our wages, then our monetary income this rises and the real income remains same. If monetary income is increases, our purchasing power, we can put demand in the market. In same condition, supply are steady. If the supply are steady and we are going to demand in the market, there is a possibility to price rise by the trader, so they can get maximum profit. So it is one type of inflation. The constant and the steady increase in the price leads the decrease in the purchasing power of money. Purchasing power, very important. Purchasing power, that means the way which you increase your demand with the help of your pocket money. If you have more money in your pocket and you are able to purchase any commodity with their money, it is called purchasing power. But the money in your hand, but even supply are not there for the commodity or services, so that your purchasing power going to lose. So the inflation will be going on. Professor Keynes believed that the real situation of inflation is created with increase in the money income beyond the level of the full employment in the factors of production. Land, labor, interval and capital are four factors of production. If the income of their increase high and high, that is called their per capita income is increased. In this way, they can increase their demand in the market and their supply is steady. So the increase in the demand leads the increase in the price, so that it is called inflation. So with the help of this definition, we are going to discuss the inflation characteristics. Very important for section C or section D. First is constant rise in price level, price rise in every sector of the economy, not any one or two. Purchasing power decreases. The rise in the price level after full employment is inflation. Some other points are to be considered for the better understanding of the inflation. First is when government has kept control over, this very important first point for the MCQ or one sentence. What is suppressed inflation? So when the government has kept control over and suppresses increase in the price level via rules law and subsidy, it is considered inflation. Even there is no price rise, government pressurize and they cut out the price rise, and they not actually in economy the price are going on, but as per pressure of the government, some of the subsidy or some of the other reason, the demand are not increased and price are not increased. Even it is called inflation, that is called suppressed inflation. Secondly, an economy for the shorter period of time, any commodity and services are increasing their price, it is not known as a inflation. Third, when some of the factor of the production are unemployed and there is price rise, then producer are get an intensive to produce more, so economic activity gets a boost and factors get employment, production rises and prices fall. If there is unemployment in the factors of production leads an economy, the increasing price of the goods and services will allow employment to increase production to decrease the price of the goods and services. Therefore, the increase in the price level in all sector of the economy even after full employment is considered inflation, and it proves to be harmful for the economy. Now causes of inflation, what are the reason of this price rise, what are the main reason, and what are the government reasons. These are to be discussed in this point. Very important for section E also. In 5 marks, what are the reason of inflation are discussed in detail, causes of inflation. So here basically 2 points are there: increase in the demand and increase in the production cost. So increase in the demand, there is an increase in the demand of the product which leads the increase in the price. If the supply is not provided, or if they provided as slower rate, then the increasing in the demand, then there is an increase in the price of the product. If there is inflation due to increase in the aggregate demand as compared to the aggregate supply, then it's called demand pull inflation. Very important for section A or section B. What is demand pull inflation? When the demand is more than supply, supplier are not product their commodity as per demand, so the rate of the demand are higher than the rate of the supply, so the gap between these two can leads and increase the price level, so it is called demand pull inflation. Increase in the supply of money, that is another reason of the demand. If monetarists consider inflation as a purely monetary phenomenon, according to them, if there is an increase in the money in the state, the individual earn more income, because of which the demand of the necessities income. That means if the individual's per capita income will be increased by the government or whatever the situation, if increasing the individual income, then leads the demand. Against the increasing demand, the supply remains steadily, leading to increase in the price and inflation. Matchlab says very important statement in this sense: too much money chases to few goods causes inflation. Too much money, that means if your purchasing power is very higher, your earning capacity is very higher, so you have plenty of money in their hand, but in against the supply are not so much money, too much money chasing a few goods. That means supply is very steady, and if the supply is steady, trader want to rate high in their commodities price, so it will be inflation. Increase in the public government expenditure. The government of the development countries like India is involved in the economic development of the country. Government want to get maximum employment generation, so they can do so many expenditure for the industries, for the other betterment of the infrastructure. So government circulate money in excess of the production of goods and services. Land, labor, entrepreneur, capital get maximum money in same condition. If unemployment rate cut down by the government, they have to generate opportunity of employment. So employment opportunity are generated, that is the cost of government and expenditure of government, that will lead to the increase in the income of the common public, and that will increase the demand. So it is another factor of inflation. Third point is overpopulation. In India, there is 2% annual increase in the population, leading to an increase in the demand for the individual. The increasing population causes increase in the demand of the basic requirement, and when the supply is insufficient, the price level will be definitely increased. So it is one of the overpopulation causes. So there are three main, first reason for the demand. Now second is increase for cost of production. If you want to get maximum supply in the market, we have to 100% land, labor, entrepreneur and capitalist work are there. If these all are together and produce some of the commodity, they want some wages, interest, profit, whatever, and then they can earn something. So the other major factor affecting the price are supply, goods and service. Supply oriented economy believe that when there is increase in the production, increase in the price. So cost of production leads the increase in the price. If we want to product some of the computer or some of the electronic gadgets, we have to give their extraordinary charges, some transportation charges also there, some of the wages, some of the taxes are also there. These all are including the cost and also adding profit margins. So it is increase the level of price. If there is an increase in the cost of raw material or machinery or electricity or water rate, worker wages and transportation are also one of the cost can increase the price. So this is very important for section B. It is called cost push inflation, or other word is supply shock inflation. Supply shock inflation and cost push inflation are very important for section B for 1 marks. Now other reasons are also there, major reasons are also there. It is increase in the demand and the increase in the production costs are the main reason, but even there are 3 points other than these 2 points. It is called taxation policy. The taxation policy of the government causes inflation. High increase in the tax rate leads the high price in the market, and it will be product will be its high rise. So it is inflation. Second, increase in the price of import. In India, 70% of the petroleum product are supplied via import. If there is an increase in price of crude oil in international market, then there will be an increase in the rates of petrol and diesel, which can also increase in the price of other product. So we are dependent of Gulf countries, so if the price are plus and minus, it will be increase on petrol and diesel price. Scarcity, last point of this chapter. When there is a scarcity in terms of raw material, electricity and requirement of the production, it leads to increase its price level of the goods and services. It is scarcity prevails for a long period during production, or its extensive and nature, it can cause of inflation. So this chapter ended here. I hope you can understand this chapter. Exercise are also there, some MCQ question, some question in one liner, in brief, in following, in detailed questions are also there for the exercise. And this chapter is ended over here. Keep in mind that all the viewers and all the students, test questions of this chapter will be broadcast in next video. So I heartily thankful those who are watching this video till the end and get some of the knowledge. Please for the next chapter 4 keep watching this channel. Subscribe કરી share કરો, દરેકને પહોંચાડો. Those who are new subscriber, please subscribe this channel, and those who are new viewers, please subscribe this channel and share your channel, in your students group or some needy people, those who are need this type of education in online in this current period, so we can bring so many things from this. So thank you all. દરેકનો આભાર. પ્રકરણ 4 માટે જોતા રહો ICT Ko for You channel. આભાર.